In day 13 of Podmas, I talked about not caring about my appearance. Everything has changed. Everything. Everything has changed. Forget everything I said. We're starting new. I'm just kidding. Kind of. So, we are like deep in the holiday season, and there is something about having all of these special events coming up that's just changed my entire outlook on how I dress and how I act and what I wear and how I want to look. And especially because I am a graduate, I am a full time adult. I have a big girl job. You're going to hear all about it in the new year, maybe a little sneak peek in this episode. But there's holiday events, there's parties, there's really important work events going on. And I'm like, okay, it's been cute. You've been rocking some looks, and I definitely will still be holding true to some of my outfits. Like, I love an oversized grunge moment. I love cargo pants. I love a jean jacket. I have a really oversized jean jacket I wear in the fall and the spring. There's things that I'm always going to hold true to. But I need to elevate my looks because I am entering these spaces where I want to look like a bad bitch, feel like a bad bitch, be a boss woman, and I just feel a little insecure about my wardrobe, especially because, like, I worked a receptionist job at a physio clinic, and the coworker I had, we never worked at the same time, but every time I would switch shifts and see her, she looked so good. She was wearing cute shoes. She had like such a fancy, like corporate looking outfit on. So I was like, I need to step up my game. And that was like a year ago. I went to a bunch of thrift stores, got some like, corporate looking shirts, but a lot of them screamed mom. They screamed specifically my mom. And my mom and I won't lie to you. We don't have the best taste. We're not gonna bullshit ourselves. We know our fashion sense is pretty trash. And I've shopped with my boyfriend a little bit, and it's been actually hilarious because he's like, Jess, everything you point out in the store, I don't think looks good. Like, where are you going with this? He's like, everything that you're like, oh, that's so me. He's like, what? And I credit his opinion though, because he has really transformed some things that I was like really stubborn on, didn't think I'd ever change. And he's like shown me that I can dress like a bad bitch in a way I would have never like done for myself. He's helped me take leaps to change my glasses, to change different jackets I wear. And he's just proven to me that like, I'm a baddie and I could dress like it. And I feel like I came from an art school and I'm more comfortable in oversized jeans. And there's nothing wrong with the oversized looks. I just think now that I'm like entering my real womanhood, it feels like, listen, my hips are wide. My body's ready to bear children. Like, I am in a new era. I want to dress the part. And it's happening. And so one thing that happened 2 nights ago, okay, no, go even further back. Last Friday, I was like, let's hang out to my man. And he was like, I'm down. But then like 2 really important work events were coming up and I still had enough time, like a week and a half, if not 2 weeks. But I was like, we're just going to pop in at H&M. I turn into a maniac. When I am shopping, this is probably why I don't love Christmas. I'm like, I don't want to shop. I'm so overwhelmed with all the things I need to get. I just like become a maniac when it comes to shopping. So he gets like pissed and he's like, why the fuck are we shopping on a Friday night? I just want to chill. He's like, I am so down for a shopping moment, but you need to like tell me that we're going shopping and I will agree if I'm in the mood. Lesson fucking learned, okay? Then a couple nights ago, he was like, I'm in the shopping mood, let's go. I'm like, okay, great. And I literally had to have a mental conversation with myself and be like, Jess, don't walk ahead of him at the mall. Like, don't feel like you're in a rush. Literally, we were inside Zara and he's like, okay, let's go try stuff on. And I'm like, what? Once I try stuff on, like, I'm done. I'm leaving the store. And he's like, no, you can go try stuff on and then continue to shop and then go try stuff on again. And I'm like, what? I just get so tired in the actual fitting rooms trying to change and take my clothes off and put them back on. It's like a fucking sport. And he's like, no, bitch, we're doing things a different way. And I'm like, okay, I'm here for it. I'm feeling more hopeful I've had a lot of discouraging moments. I don't know if I'm ready to tackle a store on my own. I'm going to try after I record this and we'll see. But I am gaining confidence that I can wear outfits and rock different looks that I never pictured myself doing before because I'm really experimenting with my wardrobe. Please don't look at what I'm wearing for this episode because I don't know if it's an accurate representation. I just am trying to use what I have in my wardrobe, okay? I also think the way you lay out your closet really influences how you're going to be able to, like, I don't know, dress yourself for the day. I work from home too, so I'm like literally throwing on oversized jeans and a t-shirt every single day without fail because it's just so easy. But now I'm actually going to be going to more in-person work events. There's so many holiday events this time of year, and I'm like, wait, fuck, I want to look hot. I want to pull up and be like, I'm a woman. I can flex. So last night, I've been on this like really bad track record where I'm like staying up really late and it's very abnormal for me. Really late also isn't that late. It's like midnight. But I was on this train of going to bed at like 9:30, 10 and waking up at like 7 a.m. And I was really into that and it's completely derailed and that's okay. 'Tis the season for it. But every night I lay down in bed and I'm like, there's so many things going through my head. It's also hard because I like completely am self-directed at work. So I'm making every single work decision on what I do next and making sure I get everything done and following up with people. So there's a lot of decision making that goes into that. There's a lot of decision making that goes into my whole process of podcasting. And if you listen to Podmas Day 18, I talk about working out at home now to a video and how that like changed everything for me because I make so many decisions in a day. When I would go to the gym, I'm like, I can't fucking decide more things. So life hack. I just do a workout program and follow the video every day and it's been going so well. So last night, my brain is going crazy. I'm thinking of a million things I have to do. And for this whole week, I've been really stressed, feeling like there's so many gifts I still need to get. And I'm honestly glad I turned my light back on and like got back out of bed last night because I feel really more secure about all the things I need to do now before, the end of the year, the end of the, holiday working period before Christmas and everything happens. And one of the things I did, which I've never done. And maybe some of you are like, girl, this is me on a daily basis or like on the reg. Online shop. Do a late night online shop moment. And I have no idea if these outfits are going to come in time. I have no idea if I'm going to like any of them. I might return all of them. But I did a lot of browsing on Joe Fresh. And it's like, why Joe Fresh? Alessia Sculpt. That's her Instagram handle. Incredible Toronto creator. I mentioned her in a recent episode as well. She is sponsored by Joe Fresh and she rocks so many of their fits and they are affordable. I am a thrift girl. Like I'm a thrifty through and through, but sometimes you don't got time to sift through everything. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to buy a bunch of this shit, see if I can get any staples out of it and just like see what happens. Anyway, rare moment for Jess, but I'm excited about it. And after I got up last night and like wrote everything down and figured out all the holiday gifts I still need to get and got myself organized, I was like, okay, I think I'm going to be just fucking fine. Let's segue. Let's talk about gifts because this is the time for the presents. And someone actually asked me a question, an incredible member of this community, hashtag love all of you. I posted a poll on my Instagram at humanhumanpod and was like, what do you want to hear for these Podmas episodes? And someone asked this question. How do you deal with presents you don't really have use for? Do you return them or do you find a use for them? Bitch, return them. If you can. If you can and you have a gift receipt or they provide a receipt or it's someone you feel comfortable asking for a receipt for, I would ask for a receipt and I would return it because the less clutter you have in your house, the better. That's something I've been really struggling with these past few weeks, especially working from home now, is I'm cleaning my space so fucking often. It's getting dirty all the fucking time. I record one episode and now I have clothes all over my room. I have fucking equipment all over the place. It's so overwhelming to exist in this space 24/7 every day. I also think that's why I'm having trouble falling asleep, because I am in the same physical space as I was all day working with my working brain on, so it's really hard to turn that off. But overall, what I've been really learning is like the less clutter, the better. And I know there is this feeling of like guilt that can come up being like, oh my gosh, like Aunt Susie, like thought about this gift to give to me so deeply, and you know what, like I wish it was something I wanted, or I wish it was something I had use for, or maybe I already have this thing, but I'm just gonna like respectfully go exchange it for something else. That's okay. And we can't expect everyone to like know what we want and read our minds. Same goes vice versa. Like I don't know what everyone wants. I struggle sometimes to, find a gift that someone will really enjoy. And I think that some of us are blessed with this incredible like ability to give great gifts, and then some of us aren't. Still trying to figure out which one I am. I think I'm dead in the middle. I've had a friend tell me I'm a great gift giver, and I was like, oh my God, thanks. I go and tell my boyfriend, and Josh is like, you're a terrible gift giver. And I'm like, okay, out of all people, I wouldn't want you to tell me that. You can tell him, and I keep it very fucking real with each other, clearly. He's like, those glasses are ugly. We're gonna go change them. And I'm like, okay, fine. Just kidding. He doesn't say it in that mean way. He says it very lovingly. But sometimes I'm like, dude, wrong time to tell me I need to like up my sexiness on my Instagram feed, okay? Like I am having a mental breakdown already. Didn't need that. And he's like, it's okay. I love you. Everything's fine. And I'm like, fine. I'm on something today. It's the holiday season, baby. And with the gifts. Okay, some people are also easier to gift for. I had a friend tell me, different friend that said I'm a great gift giver. I had a friend tell me that I am very easy to gift for. And I'm like, shut up. You should tell all my close people that, because I have a lot of niche things I'm into. I take a lot of baths. I do yoga. I have a podcast. Like, you got to think about what the people are into that you're trying to gift for. But at the end of the day, let's like take a step back, take a deep breath. Gifting is a beautiful thing, and there is obviously awkwardness that comes up with that. But when someone gives you a gift, they've put a lot of thought into it, or it's a gesture of kindness and love. It also could be a gesture of obligation because this is the season for it, but it's okay to like be grateful and thank them. And the thing that like I actually find so awkward about gift giving is the receiving part of it. I am so down to give someone a gift that I got them, but sometimes like when I'm receiving gifts, I realized this when I like went through puberty and started doing like the gift exchange with my family and my brother and my parents in the morning of Christmas. I'm like, whoa. I feel like I need to be like fake, or I feel like I need to be like over the top and be like, thank you so much. And it just feels very like icky sometimes and misaligned in my body. And I think it's also because maybe there is this like discomfort with like receiving and just like knowing you don't need to do anything to like be worthy of receiving things. Whoa, we are getting deep today. But it's true. And like same goes for like a Kris Kringle or a gift exchange or a Secret Santa. Like it can be so awkward to receive a gift, especially from someone you don't know very well, especially if it's a gift that like you won't get use out of. At the end of the day, though, saying like, thank you so much, I'm so grateful, like this means a lot to me, great, then you can move on. But like I've definitely not been victim, but like fallen into the like needing to be super extra about stuff, which like I am just not that bitch. I am extra, like loud and whatever. But if I'm being extra, it is very in tune with like my inner child and like the type of person I really am. Like I have specifically moved away from friendships that have felt very over the top and fake, because that just feels so icky. My chest literally got tight starting to talk about this. And so trying to stray away from being over the top and being a different version of yourself is always, I think, the best way to go about things. And just be genuine, be yourself, thank someone for the time, the energy, the money that they put into giving you something, and then move on. Okay? Okay. The last thing I'm going to say about gifts before we close off Podmas Day 20 is I'm doing gift cards this year, bitch. Not for everybody, but for the gift exchanges. I am doing a Secret Santa at work. And I actually love this because I got someone I kind of ish know. I'm very new at this job, so I don't really know people well at all. But the person I did get, I do know. And you can make a wish list, which I'm obsessed with. It's on Elfster. And I've never done it where you actually make a wish list. So I put a bunch of things on my wish list. So I think I gave the person who got me a lot of great ideas, which is really exciting. But the person that I got and I'm gifting for literally only put one thing, and it was a Sephora gift card. I'm kind of like, okay, this is kind of boring because I want to like pick something and not have you know exactly what I'm going to give you. But at the same time, I'm kind of down. A gift card, in my opinion, some people say it's so impersonal, but in my opinion, so practical, so useful. It's basically money, but a little bit more thoughtful, I guess. I'm here for it. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. I feel like it was silly, went on a weird tangent, but thank you. I appreciate you. I love you. Remember that you got this. It's just the one time of year where things get weird. It's going to be fine. Actually, there's many times a year where things get weird, but we'll get through it. And we'll get through it together. So make sure you send this to a friend if you laughed, and tune in tomorrow because we only got a few more days of Podmas left, which is crazy. And submit a TMI story or ask me a question in the link in the show notes so we can make this a conversation. I'll talk to you soon.